Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Lotus Spirit Tarot. My name is Shannon Colleen. This is going to be a timeless message from your angels. So whenever you come across this, that's when you're meant to see this reading. Before we get started, I do want to mention that, yes, I am available for personal readings and Reiki sessions. There will be a little lotus flower here at the end of the reading. You can click on that. It takes you right to my booking site, or there's a link in the description box below. So let's jump in, Taurus, and see what the angels have for you. Angels for Taurus. What is the overall energy? Also, don't forget to check your other placements, your rising, your moon, your Venus. I would definitely say for you, Taurus, your Venus sign. So if you're, Capricorn and your Venus, watch the Capricorn readings. Definitely watch those other placements. All right, angels, what is the overall energy for Taurus, please? What is the overall energy for Taurus? Show me clear. Thank you. All right, angels. Let's see what we got going on. All right, Taurus, you have God of Reflections. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. This is so beautiful. I actually really like this because I've been noticing, a lot of you may know or may not know, I'm a Taurus sun also, but I have noticed that I have been seeing this quite often. The good things that we see in others are a reflection of the greatness that we have in ourselves. So I feel like you're really coming into your own here, Taurus. And I will say this from the angels, same with the things that you may dislike about other people. And it took me a long time to understand that too. There may be something that you see in a person, doesn't have to be a bad person, could be a friend, it's simply a coworker that you may not care for that much. And sometimes that's more of a reflection of that you do the same thing. So you want to change that about yourself, right? We want to grow. But it's also the greatness. When we see greatness in other people, it's a reflection that we have greatness within us. So it's a very beautiful time of balance. They're kind of showing me like the Six of Pentacles, like where we're putting our energy, we're going to get that back tenfold. So if we can reflect, if we can look at somebody like let's say, this is just an example, I'm not saying you're doing this, Taurus, but if we see someone and we're having a conversation and they're kind of, and it can be a very positive conversation, but you can't get a word in because every time it's like almost like they ask you a question, you go to answer and they cut you off. That could be a reflection that you may do that to others. So again, it's not calling you out or that you're a bad person. It's just the recognition. However, you can look at that in a positive way too. If you see someone who has, let's say, their own business and they're very successful, that's just telling you that you have that within you too. Okay, so we can look at it as, I hate to term it as good or bad, but the things we like and the things we dislike. And I feel like you are noticing that right now. Your angels are like, notice these things so you can make the required adjustments, right? It's like we're tweaking ourselves right now in order to become the best version of ourselves, right? So I love that. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. So again, what you see, what you admire, but also the things you may dislike about certain people. And it's a reminder, not necessarily that you are that person, but maybe a reminder to let people speak more and listen more, right? So I love this. I think you're gaining a wisdom here about exactly what you can be or who you can be, because we are not the identity of what others have told us per se. Okay, so this is just an example for you, and they're going pretty deep here, but when I was younger, both of my older siblings were extremely talented artists, drawing, painting, all of it. I was told I was not creative, which is a terrible thing to tell a child because creativity isn't just the arts. However, and of course I admired them. I admired their talent and their abilities. However, I was in the fourth grade and our art teacher came into our class and set up a acoustic guitar and a bongo drum and said, just create this in your own way, create it in your own way. You can use paint, you can draw, you can use chalk, like whatever. And so I took it as a joke because, of course, I was told this is who I was. And I used my fingers and I did a finger painting of this. Well, lo and behold, we did not know at the time the art teacher was going to put them all on display each grade level. And then there was a vote on which one people enjoyed the most. And I mean, I was surprised as all could be. For the 4th grade, if you want to put a winning title on it, I won first place for that. And I wasn't even necessarily trying. However, there was a talent within me that I didn't know. So again, I think you're finding a new identity, or you're correcting your identity, saying, okay, I'm not what people told me I am. I get to reflect, and I get to pick and choose, which is ultimately a much better way of living. So let's see what we have in the Tarot Angels. So I do feel like you're coming to some big realizations, and you're defining who you are. I like that. Show us clearly. Angels for Taurus. Show us clearly, please. Angels for Taurus. Oh, yeah. Look, remember I said the 6 of Pentacles? Well, kind of the same thing, right? As far as the balance goes. Temperance is a card of balance. But it's also a card of alchemy. It's turning water into wine. It's turning iron into gold, right? I think you're coming to this conclusion here, this epiphany, this enlightenment, that you are way more gifted and talented and capable than you ever thought you were. Because again, although I was talking about the things we see in others we don't perhaps like very much, the main energy is the things we do see in others that we admire, and that you are just as capable, right? Major Arcana. There's a new path coming for you. You can see this path here that leads to the sun rising. So there definitely is a new way of being, a new way of seeing yourself. Show me clearly. This goes deeper than just confidence. This is bigger than that. The 6 of Cups can talk about, one, leaving the past in the past. So although I had forgotten about that whole 4th grade thing and still kind of went with that identity of I was more science and math and all of that, and I wasn't very creative, there came a point where I remembered that, right? So remembering the past and then going, oh wow, well, I guess I really am. And why did I let others tell me that who I was? So this is you leaving the past in the past as far as the identity that people put upon you, rather than creating your own identity here, and being able to see just how, again, creative, talented that you are. This goes deep here because it's about changing your opinion of yourself and really understanding what you're capable of, and therefore making change and not living in the cycle of the past. I love it. Show me clearly, please. What is the message for Taurus? What is the message for Taurus, please? Oh, Knight of Cups. I love it. So this Knight of Cups is really great. I love it in this tarot deck because the Knight is offering himself the love, the caring. So this is really about you offering yourself love, caring, support. Again, with the identity, this is who I want to be. Therefore, I'm going to act like that, right? What is that saying? If you want to change or you want to be somebody, you got to act like that person. You know, if you want, it's like there's an example of this that I saw. This isn't me making it up, but spirits bring it to my attention. There's a gentleman I saw years ago, and he had said, you know, if taking a car, for example, if there's a certain car that you wanted, you have to act like you already own that car. So he would go to the dealership and take it for test drive, even though he couldn't afford it at that time. And it's okay to do that, that you're not using and abusing a dealership. You're going for a test drive. That's why they call it test drive. And he kept doing that and kept acting as if it was his car, imagining his beat up car was this new car. And it did come to fruition. So again, the reflection. of you driving that car, if you will. Show me clearly. What is the message, please? Angels for Taurus. What is the message? What is the message, please? Angels for Taurus. Yeah, look at that. You're closing a chapter in your life for the true you. This is the true Taurus that you want to be. I am not people-pleasing other people. I'm not going to live in that identity that other people created. I'm ending that part of my life. And I love this world card too, because it's got the magician in it, right? It's got the swords and the cups and the pentacles and the wands. So being able to really create the version of you that you want to be, where it's all about you. It's not about other people. It's about, what does Taurus want? How do I want to live in this reality? How do I want to be? I love this. Two major arcanas coming out that do talk about alchemy and being the magician here. I get, at least with the tools of the magician here. Show me clearly for Taurus. What does... Ooh. Wow. Yeah, you're going to surprise yourself. I love that with the Page of Cups. You're going to surprise yourself. What you thought you were, you no longer are. Doesn't mean that you're not going to keep some core parts of you. But you're going to surprise yourself on just the shock of the reality of, oh my gosh, what I do see in others, the greatness I see in others is within me. And I do feel like then you get information, right? Pages are about new information that comes in, and you're going to get new information in some sort of way that helps you with the transition from the old identity that was never truly yours to the new identity that is you, the one that you choose, right? We get to choose. Show me clearly. What is the message for Taurus, please? That's way too many. That is way too many. Can I just have one or two for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know? Angels for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? I love it. Yeah. Ace of Cups and Nine of Pentacles. So Taurus, this is my favorite card in all of Tarot, the Nine of Pentacles, because she does define who she is. This is the new beginning where you get to define who you are through your heart space. This isn't about pleasing others or what society thinks you should be, or your parents or your children or anything. This is the new beginning, right, of you being to be really what we talk about, your true authentic self. And that term gets used quite a bit, but I don't think everybody really understands what it means. It means you get to choose who you are. And this is a card of that independence where this has nothing to do with romantic love. Like, this has nothing to do with being single or not. This is about you being you. And that's what I love about her. Her confidence and her ability to really decide who she wants to be in this lifetime. And you have this new start where it's like, yes, I get it. I'm taking the reflections. I'm seeing even the things that aren't so positive, and I'm going to change that part of me. I'm not going to talk over people, whatever it might be, but more so the good, right? More so the, wow, I can, if I can see that in this person, this successful person who has a successful career or job or love life even, right? Then I can have that. Because I get to decide my authentic self. And when I'm my authentic self, then of course good things come in and I become that magician. Let's see what else we have. Show me clearly. What is the message, please, for Taurus? What is the message for Taurus, please? Show me clearly. What is the message for Taurus? What is the message for Taurus, please? Angels for Taurus. What is the message? What is the message for Taurus? That's way too many. Can I just have one or two, please? Yeah, I love it. Peace is just a thought away. This is where you are at peace, because you do get to be your authentic self. You do have talent and you have creativity and you have the magic within you to really create the identity, live as the person you want to be. So all the things you were told before, whether they were good or bad, right? That all goes to the wayside. So I love this for you, Taurus. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Book your personal reading or Reiki session here. And all my love, light, and blessings to you. Until next time.